Tell you what, we're gonna just disable it. I know what Grant and Bruce and Hodos are doing here, but Benassi and Ark, what's going on, guys?
I don't know. I was told that there was attachment training, but then Monk was like, no, it's later, so I decided I have nothing better to do. Might as well just watch, I guess.
Okay, Benassi, what's up?
Are we supposed to be having a detachment training tonight or what?
First and fourth Sundays.
Element trainings tonight.
Today, this is the third Sunday.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's a third Sunday. Element training, right?
Element training for UH-1. You guys have your own element training. I don't actually remember. I think it was yesterday, like an hour earlier.
No. Well,
we have training.
Is he AH1 or
He's
CH53?
AH1
is in an hour and a half.
Yeah, hour and a half for you guys.
Okay.
4:30.
Well, feel free to stick around, but you don't have to be here. We're gonna be going over emergency procedures such as auto rotation and tail rotor loss. So
Pretty fun. I saw Warhorse do that last night.
Yeah, it's definitely important, and especially it's a skill that pilots have to master in a combat role and environment. So we're gonna be doing that. As far as that's concerned, Bruce and Hodos, I really don't have much for you guys to do unless you want to. I don't know. How do you think you want to incorporate this with your training objectives? I know Hodos is just kind of filling in.
Yep.
If you guys want to.
Well, actually,
I don't even know.
The emergency stuff kind of fits in for me, especially in the CSAR role that I'm in.
Okay.
Because if you manage to fucking, be in a disabled aircraft and you manage to land on the ground, 9 times out of 10 you're not going to be anywhere near any ground elements.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm around or another flight corpsman's in the air, we would probably be the person to come pick you up.
Sure, good point. So we'll do this. We'll have one aircraft experience a failure, and the other one has a flight corpsman in it, or Hodos will be on a door gun for one of the aircraft, but he won't be in like a CSAR capacity.
Yeah.
But whenever the aircraft experiences an emergency and auto rotates and lands successfully, Bruce will deploy to go get him, and the aircraft with Hodos in it will cover. And since I have Achilles, it's with just with Ace Zeus, I can pop people between aircraft pretty quickly. Alright, but just a heads up, AWR Haymaker is hot. There's 2 Tigrises there, and they are very, very mean. They will shoot you, and they will kill you. We'll do some auto rotations on the plateau area, just so we can get close to the AWR Haymaker, so we have that constant threat, but not like it's in our face all the time. So if you stay between Hill 401, Hill 450, and Hill 386, when you do your auto rotations, that's probably going to be best. But let's talk about the theory and the concept of it real quick. I know we got a couple of seasoned pilots here, but this is just a really brief discussion on the topic, just so that we're all on the same page. An auto rotation is when you achieve lift with your main rotor whenever you don't have power to your engine. And how you do the process behind this is pretty straightforward, and it's documented everywhere. But just to run through real quick, first thing you do is declare an emergency, and you do that over 9 or 9 or 5. You state who you are, where you are, what happened, and what you're going to do about it. After you declare an emergency, you go full collective down to gain RPM. Essentially, what that's doing is your main rotor is not producing any lift, and you want to make it so that the wind resistance on the bottom of your rotor is generating artificial RPM. If you have some forward airspeed, you can use that to your advantage as well. If you pitch your nose up while you're collective down, not only will you be generating airspeed against the bottom of your main rotor just by falling through the air, but you're also going to be, if you tilt your nose up, therefore tilting your main rotor up a little bit, you'll be getting some wind resistance from the air that's rushing forward and across and washing over your aircraft as you're traveling forward. Once you have, while you're gaining these RPMs, you want to be looking at the ground and trying to find a suitable LZ. You want to use any remaining airspeed that you might have to select a suitable LZ. Or if you have RPMs, you can still retain good roll authority and good pitch authority of your aircraft. So you can use that to select a decent LZ and to navigate there. Once you get to that LZ, once you're about 20 to 25 meters above ground level, again, that's 20 to 25 meters above ground level, you action full collective up, and you basically you trade those RPMs for lift, because the collective is not power as most people think it is. The collective is the attitude of the rotors and the rotor assembly. So at full collective up, the rotors are generating the maximum amount of lift. At full collective down, the rotors are not generating any lift whatsoever. But since you have RPMs, since you've been building up your RPMs in the descent, you then use those RPMs at the very end of your descent to soften your landing. Now it's not going to be if you're using AFM and a UH-1, if you go full collective up immediately and you slam the collective full up, you're going to raise altitude and you're going to run out of RPM really quick, and you're going to find yourself in the exact same situation. So if you're using AFM and the UH-1, and this also applies to the AH-1, I don't recommend you go full collective up the second you hit 20 meters. You should ease into your full collective up slowly. Now, basic flight model people don't have this problem, because anytime they hold the shift key or do their full collective up key, it'll take a couple seconds to get the full collective up, and they're not going to get a chance to slam it up and all of a sudden they're generating maximum lift immediately. So this actually works in their favor. So if you're using AFM and you're trying to conduct an auto rotation, you get to that stage, ease the collective all the way up. That way you don't actually end up gaining altitude and further fuck yourself. Once you've broken your fall, you still have a little bit of lift, and you might still have a little bit of lift left. You then land gently, levelly, and quickly. I know levelly is not a word, but you land on a level surface with level attitude, gently, and as quickly as possible. That's auto rotation. Anyone have any comments on how to do an auto rotation? Anybody learn anything? Any lessons learned? I know we got a couple of guys with lots of experience here.
Yeah, lots of experience, but as much when I'm trying to do it, I just fuck up every time.
Just fireball. Well, that's partially why we're here today.
Yeah, so
by all means. Ark, have you done an auto rotation before?
I've auto-rotated before. I haven't done it in an AH-1. Well, no, I actually have done it in an AH-1, but I have auto-rotated before, yeah.
That's awesome. All right, good. You guys can definitely fly AH-1s today. You can fly in the same one. I recommend you fly in different birds, because you're not going to be shooting at anything. Unless you want to go over there and try to fuck up the Tigrises, but good luck.
Yeah, let's do it.
But while auto rotation is one of the things we're going to be doing today, we're also going to be doing loss of tail rotor. And we needed to cover auto rotation to cover the loss of the tail rotor, because auto rotation plays a key component in this. So we've all seen Black Hawk Down, and we all know what happens whenever your tail rotor gets struck with anything and you lose it. The aircraft starts spinning. Ark, why does the aircraft spin whenever you lose your tail rotor?
Because the tail rotor provides anti-torque force that counters the torque provided by the rotor. At high speeds, this is negligible, though, so when you're going up like 200, 300 kilometers, it doesn't really matter that much.
That is the perfect answer. So once you lose your tail rotor, that torque basically is not countered, and you start spinning. Well, how do you counter this? How do you save the aircraft this? Because we've all seen the footage of that Black Hawk slamming down. How do you recover from this?
If you put yourself into down collective, it'll put a little bit of negligence on it. But if you need to recover into forward flight, what you can either do is you can.
That's what we're gonna cover. So once you get your tail rotor knocked out, the first thing you should do is, if it's not gonna immediately put you in danger, go full collective up and gain altitude. Because if you go down, there are more obstacles for you to hit than going up. If you go straight up, and again, this doesn't apply in like a combat area if there's like shilkas and manpads looking at you and waiting for you to pop up. But if you've just gotten your tail rotor knocked out, you need to gain altitude and put yourself in a safe position. Sure, it's going to make you dizzy as hell, just like spinning and spinning and spinning, because you're essentially producing even more torque as you're in full collective up. But that altitude might save your life later. So once you get enough altitude that you feel safe, and besides, altitude gets you away from obstacles, that's when you start gaining speed to negate the spin. Because at higher speeds, your tail rotor doesn't mean shit. So you want to get speed to kind of negate the fact you've lost your tail rotor. Now, how do you do this, especially if you're in a spin? Well, you can collective down to reduce the spin. That will bleed some of the altitude you've gained, but I think that's a good trade-off if you're gonna get forward airspeed in a single direction. Or you can do what's called the rock-out technique. So as you're spinning, you will adjust roll and pitch in such a way that you're rocking your aircraft out of the spin that you've generated. And you can do this by also actioning collective up to try and increase the odds, increase your power even as you're trying to rock out. Now, this is not something that I know the direct formula for. I only know how to do it by feel. But you should definitely practice this and try to get the feel for rocking out whenever you're whenever you're just trying to get out of a spin, essentially. Once you've gotten out of the spin and you've got good forward airspeed and you're no longer spinning like a top, you need to get to a good area where you can do an emergency auto rotation. Be that come back to the airfield, get to friendly lines, get out over the water so you can do a feet wet auto rotation. Just get to a good area. You can do stable flight without your tail rotor, so you need to use that to get to a safe area. Once you've gotten to that safe area, perform a standard auto rotation. Advanced flight model, people know that you can kill your engine manually and then do full collective up whenever you're ready without reigniting or without restarting your engine. Basic flight model people, you've got a little bit of a problem, because the second you press shift to go up collective, your engine's going to start again, and the spin's just gonna resume. Here's my note on that. Once you on your final full collective up, it will generate spin, but it's not going to be as radically as if you were to go full collective up and you've been full collective up for the past minute. It's not going to be as extreme. It's going to be manageable, and you're going to be lower to the ground and slower, and you can manage a landing just like that. A quick note on auto rotation feet wet. So when people think of auto rotations, they think of, oh man, he just landed that Black Hawk in a field, what a badass he is. Well, sometimes you can't manage an auto rotation feet dry. Landing feet wet is an alternative, although swimming does suck, but it will keep you alive. So the final stage of an... okay then. I feel like I'm playing Morrowind. Okay.
What the hell was
I
that?
feel like that quest from Morrowind, but okay. Here, I'll get him up. But essentially, auto-rotating feet wet is a little different than... is not terribly
still
different.
alive.
Yeah, he is. Here. There you go, Wilson. Clean up that blood. Okay.
Wilson's
Well, since-
not running Acre.
That's fine. So we'll disable Acre once we're done with this final discussion here. Auto rotating feet wet is a little different. Only difference between it and landing feet dry is that whenever you use your RPMs and you trade that for lift to kind of break your fall, you need to scream at the people that are left in your aircraft, including your crew, get out. You essentially perform a helo cast at that point in time. So whenever you're down close to the water, you're not using that collective to break your fall because you're just going to abandon ship anyways. You're using that collective to buy time for you and your crew to eject from the aircraft, so that you can land, you can splash safely in the water as if you were an MSOT guy doing a helo cast, and to position the aircraft in such a way that whenever you do hop out, the aircraft is not going to smash into the ocean on top of you and kill you. So you definitely want to get your aircraft with forward momentum so it goes past where you eject. And you definitely want to make sure that you are the last man out. You do not want to be in that helicopter when it goes under. You want to eject above water. And that's how you do an auto rotation feet wet. Now you can practice this here because these aircraft here respawn. And then you can come back and hop in a new one. Don't worry about the recovery of the aircraft for this training. Hodos, you had a question or you had a comment?
Oh, I was just going to say, and you kind of covered it, be wary with feet wet auto rotations. It was one thing that was mentioned during the CH-53 training last night. The aircraft sometimes have a tendency to explode upon water entry.
Yeah, and it's hard to get out of an aircraft once it's underwater and try to swim up to the surface. So you're much better just diving in and ejecting and bailing on the aircraft. Does anyone have any questions, comments, concerns, notes, experience on tail rotor loss and or auto rotation feet wet? Closing comments. Anyone? Ark, have you ever recovered an aircraft out of a tail rotor loss before? Since he's being a little quiet, I'll take that as a no.
Wait, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Yeah.
Yeah, my team speak likes to fuck around with my Acre sometimes, so when I talk, it doesn't remember. But yes, I have.
Okay. Have you ever done an auto rotation feet wet before?
I've never auto rotated into the water.
Okay.
But I have auto rotated before.
Okay, awesome. Well, it's a slight difference. It's not a drastic difference, and I encourage you to practice it here today. And if anybody has any questions during it, let me know. I'll be operating Zeus, and let's all disable Acre because fuck Acre.
There's a lot of people. It's gonna get loud.
Are there really?
Yeah.
And look around.
Oh shit.
I busted
Yeah.
my ass off laughing. You guys didn't hear me. Like, I had Acre off by default because of the way Acre's been running.
How's it
But,
gonna happen during the op tonight, though? That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah, same
Me
here.
too.
Not sure.
Just gonna have to deal, really.
I guess so.
Comms
All right.
don't fucking work reliably in the real world anyway.
But not like Acre right now.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, all right. Go ahead and disable your Acre. Once the Acre's disabled, you can pick an aircraft, lift. I encourage everyone to fly their own. Bruce and Hodos, just pick your favorite UH-1 guy and then go with them. Car's here. I don't know if he's going to fly a UH-1 or an AH-1. But you feel free to hop in with him and just get out of the airspace. Be advised that AWR Haymaker is active, so you will get shot at from it with both SAMs and AA guns, so try to stay away from it. I recommend trying to stay on the plateau in the center of the island, but that's up to you. And I'll just randomly go down the list of people in Zeus every, like, 5 minutes and kill someone's engine or knock out someone's tail rotor.
Awesome.
Okay?
Okay.
Alright, guys, disabled Acre and GTFO.
Channel switched over. Channel switched over.
Oh, Jesus.
Alright.
Mind if I fly with y'all, sure?
If you want to fly co-pilot, sure.
Alright.
I mean, I recommend flying your own bird, but that's okay.
No, I just mean fly, participate in your
Oh,
training.
oh my god, yeah, yeah.
Do you want us to go through the pattern or just lift?
Go through the pattern, but you don't have to do like all the radio calls, 'cause that's gonna get pretty nuts. Just be safe, just be slow and be safe as you exit.
I got it.
And Wilson, if you're gonna put down anything in my training, let me know, please.
If I'm gonna do what?
If you're gonna put any shit down in my training, please let me know.
I'm not gonna do it unless we talk about it first.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Yeah. If anything, I'll do shit that I've done before, like, you know, how to use your HUD and shit.
Alright. I just don't want shulkas appearing under somebody that's trying to auto-rotate.
Yeah, no, I got you, dude. You're fine.
Thank you.
Why am I all laggy right now? I gotta restart my PC, that's why. I'll be right back.
Gotcha.
User disconnected carrier channel.
So a quick note on the CSAR part of this training. ACE encourages pilots not to respawn in trainings if they survive a crash. So if you survive a crash, don't respawn. Simply state that you're at a crash site, state your grid, and somebody will be scrambled to CSAR you. So don't just wimp out and respawn, because Bruce needs stuff to do as well. How many people we got flying? 2, 3, 4, 5 people flying. We got a D6.
I'm a workshop content.
So you know they're UH-1.
Hey, Benassi.
Yeah.
Hope you're in a good spot.
Oh. Oh, I can see that contact.
Okay, so just so everyone knows, AWR Haymaker is active. And being shot at when you're trying to do an emergency procedure is, well, hard.
Oh boy. Hey, guess what? Sure.
What?
RHS just got updated.
You are
Well, don't join.
Don't close your
Oh,
fucking arm
this
up
is
and get
bad.
out.
This is bad.
Yep. Well, we knew it was coming, so that's fine. Who's down right now?
I'm gonna try
2-2.
joining Justice.
2-2. What's your position?
okay.
I'm still auto rotating it.
Wilson, are you dead?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
RHS AFRF, by the way.
Okay, try to run the game from the main folder itself, not from Steam. Going to work, by the way. Just open Steam, pause any downloads, and run the game or run the launcher from the main folder inside Steam. Do you get it?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but
Okay.
it's already done. All I gotta do is figure out what they added or what they changed, and hopefully they didn't delete. I'll pass my game.
Alright, Gunfighter 2 is down at grid reference 030047.
030047.
Affirm.
Good call.
047.
Good call. Grant, do you have Hodos in your aircraft?
That's me.
Okay. Can you come to that grid and help me recover him?
Copy that.
He only got Achilles errors.
That's fine, they'll go away. Hey, Car, where you at?
I'm
I was still able to join.
Okay.
on the southwestern side of the island.
Okay. You should probably get someplace where you can...
Solid copy.
Are you getting painted from up there?
Yeah, when
I'm
you
not.
fly over to where my grid reference is, you're likely to get painted by,
No, I mean Grant. Are you being painted up there?
Negative.
Okay, I'm gonna go straight in and try to recover him.
Alright, I'm actually only about 3K out from him now. Just trying to drop altitude.
Oh, I'm 1.5 out and I've got the flight corpsman.
Alright, I'll climb back up.
Oh,
We're 1.7 or so out.
yeah. I'm gonna duck behind this mountain before we catch around.
That
Yeah, radar's popping off to the east, but no block.
that RHS update isn't a hot fix. It's 4.8, so it's big.
It wasn't that big for me.
Coming in real slow.
It's gonna be all of them are going to update supposedly.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And And I don't necessarily mean like big as in a lot of shit added, but it's probably going to be one of those, you know, can't get by without changing type things.
Uh-huh. Will it fix anchor?
I wish.
On the deck.
One in. We're good.
Not a scratch on you.
Hey, Car.
Yeah.
I hope you're in a good spot there.
My auto rotation skills right there.
Okay then.
Taking a hit.
Hey, Grant.
Yep. Painted. Hit.
1-3's getting locked on.
Just as a reminder, you don't have to go near. You don't have to go near AW or Haymaker.
1-3 calling Mayday. Mayday. Engine failure. Current grid is 026079er. Bearing to the north.
2-3's anti-torque rotor is out. I'm still flying.
I see you, Grant. Once you put down, we'll recover you.
Hey, firm.
Forested area below us.
Yeah, I'm going for the spot just in front of it.
Okay, Sheriff. I'm at the northwest of the island.
Okay.
How
Device
did we
1-3's
survive?
on the deck. Grid 036092.
You want to pop smoke?
Hey, firm. Green smoke going out. Be advised, you may not be able to see it from the south.
Eyes on green smoke. Off our 6.
Off our 6, okay. Hey, Ark.
Yep.
Where are you at, partner?
I am currently hitching a ride in a UH-1.
Okay.
He's in our bird shirt.
Oh, lol.
I got shot. In the butt talks. God, my left
Sorry.
leg-
Sorry, Grant. I was having a hard time picking up your location.
Alright. You got us now?
Yeah, I think I got some. We'll go immediately back there and back to the air base and put you guys back up in the air.
How'd you miss them, Sheriff? They were right next to that giant scorch mark.
I know. I'm legally blind.
Alright, birds here.
You're clear to get in.
Across the map.
One in.
All in.
Who's ready for a tail rotor to go out?
I've had a tail rotor out.
Who else?
You can hit car if you want to.
All right.
Get in the car and drive over and get something to eat, though.
I guess I'll go land at the airfield
You
then.
guys running naked?
No.
MCAS trains Gunfire 2-3, be advised, commencing an emergency landing off of runway 36, time now.
Fighter 1-4, mayday, mayday, mayday. Lost my tail rotor. Current location 044071. Bring it down.
1-4, you're going on to the main runway?
That's negative. I'm trying to land in the field.
1-1's coming in on Mike 2.
Gotcha.
Clear to disembark.
One out.
Thanks for the ride.
Yeah, no problem. Sorry it took so long. Who else is in? There we go. Good landing, Wilson.
Thanks.
Departing Mike 2 to the north.
Could you repair
Yeah,
my
yeah, you probably want your aircraft repaired.
I can do it too.
Yeah, go ahead and do it because I'm having a hard time isolating your aircraft.
Departing
hang
Mike
on.
2, north.
Actually, I might just
Correction
have to
to the
regrade
northeast.
it. But sometimes it bugs, and the anti-torque rotor, even though it's repaired, actually stays out.
I'm sorry, departing to north via Mike.
So I guess a good general, a good topic of discussion while we're sitting here waiting. What do you think would happen if you lost both your tail rotor and your engine at the same time? What procedure should you follow?
Bail out of the helicopter.
Grab a parachute. Become airborne.
With a parachute. Yeah,
But
with
say-
a parachute.
Say,
Join in the 100 first.
but say that happens in an operation. What would you do?
Still doing all rotation, I mean,
Yeah.
you
Yep.
can't really help it at that point.
Yep.
But at the same time, your tail rotor doesn't really affect you because your engine's off. It only really affects you if your engine's on, I've noticed.
Because the engine's not on, there's no torque being produced by the main rotor. Thus, your tail rotor being out really doesn't affect you that much.
Exactly.
You might see it whenever you start to collective up for your landing, but other than that, you shouldn't really see it happen a whole bunch. All right, who's in a good position? I need one volunteer.
Yeah.
All right, Benassi.
Oh shit, I'm going to respond back to the heli right now.
Bruce, I hope you're buckled in. Actually, to add insult to injury. This is Gunfighter 1-1. I've lost both my tail rotor and my engine. Going down, mayday, mayday, mayday. Grid reference 037067. Correction, 037009 or 7.
I think the Tigris fired all of its missiles at me. Yeah, that's what got me. Fired about 4 of them at me. He's taking gunfire at me now. Not doing too much though.
Mayday, mayday, mayday. Gunfighters 2-1 on the ground at grid 043075.
Shit, procs.
I see. Whew. That was about 3 meters from going really bad. Gunfighter 1-1 down on the deck at grid reference 033093, a second 033093 on the beach, requesting pickup.
Gunfighter 2-2,
Eyes on.
mayday, mayday, mayday. My engine and my anti-torque is going down at grid reference 094038.
094038.
One, what was your pause?
033093.
1.4 clicks off our front right.
Gunfighter
1-1, this is 1-3, I'm right over you.
Good copy.
Gunfighter 2-2 has crash landed at 096043.
Gunfighter 1-4 is crash landed at 067085.
SNA, defend your position.
I'm in need of medical attention.
Oh shit.
Defend your position.
Objective survive. Oh, wait, I have a better idea on how to do that. There we go. Oh shit!
I think we're the only ones still in the air, Captain.
No, I'm in the air
I
too.
think so.
3-3's in the air.
Oh, okay.
1-1, get eyes on your green smoke.
Two-two's in contact. The crash site. 2 down.
Good defense. Somebody want to go and pick him up? Oh, who's, is there a car in the airspace?
That's negative. I'm on the ground.
Okay.
2-1 requesting pull up at 043075.
Wilson, can you recover him? Can you recover, Ark?
I could try. Hang on. Where's he at?
Ark, state your location again.
I can't hear you.
096043.
090604 what?
3.
Roger, 090604 en route.
Good copy.
Benassi, defend your position.
What the f...
Sure.
Yeah, sorry.
Do I need to get out and drag him in?
Sorry.
How's your
Airframe's still intact.
Good. Clear to lift.
Well, I mean, what's fucked up on it right now?
Engine's orange, anti-torque's red. I was able to repair the engine.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll be picking you up and adjust a little bit better of an airframe.
Alright.
Hey, Charbonneau, you don't have to lift it. I'm just gonna demo it. It'll respawn.
Okay. I was just gonna lift it just to lift it, but alright.
Nah, it's gotta
Damn,
respawn.
you're fucked up too.
Boom! and it
Ooh.
Alright,
blew
hop
up.
in. Alright, let's go.
We're doing CSAR and a wrecked bird. I salute you, Wilson.
Car, defend your position.
Defending.
Oh,
Oh
come
shit,
on.
oh shit, oh shit.
Come on, stop
Oh,
doing
shit.
this. It's bad.
shit.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh well,
shit.
I tried.
You tried your best, don't worry about it.
Yep.
1-4 was taking small arms fire. Like I didn't have enough going on.
Somebody in the area able to assist car?
I can fly and try and help him out. What's his grid?
My current location is 067085. Green smoke spot. Airframe is
Audible on
toast.
those shots.
067085.
That's correct.
Confirm.
Hey, Sheriff, did I take out that other vehicle?
Which other vehicle?
Well, I shot at one of them with some missiles.
I don't know. Good question.
2-2 isn't right.
I think it was the Tigris to the left, or to the east.
They're surrounded by Hescos,
I
so
know, so I don't know if I hit it or not. That was the thing.
I don't see any of them
missile
damaged.
impacts.
I don't see any of them damaged. Good pickup though.
No, one of them's damaged. It barely got hurt.
I got eyes on your smoke.
Well, I didn't quite get out of there alive. The fucking anti-torque was so out that as soon as I lifted up, I was just spinning like crazy, and I couldn't really see what I was doing, so I couldn't balance myself out.
Ooh, damn, you totaled that shit.
If anyone in the air have an empty seat, someone pick me up.
Thank you much. All out.
2-2's on deck.
Benassi, you still at your current position?
Yep.
Is somebody en route to him? If not, I can be.
Where is he?
I'll take that as a no.
I said, where is he?
Car's down.
I'm at 043-075.
2-2, I will go and oh, I'm sorry. Car, what's your position again?
I'm at Car's position. He's down at roughly 067085.
Alright, is he in an aircraft?
Negative. He's like physically down.
Okay.
Might need a Zeus heal.
Better yet, we have a flight corpsman that's trained for this kind of stuff.
Or yeah, that's probably better than these slapping bandages on.
En route to Car's position.
Okay, I'm gonna lift off.
Go ahead.
Not much.
Popping white smoke right now. Okay, do you see me? Okay.
2-2 lift.
Hang on. I'll come over to you. Don't
Okay,
worry about it.
No.
Huh?
Okay, I was about to tell you, don't worry about it. I'm coming to you. Just land, whatever you
Okay, I
see.
see you. I see you. Here, hang on a second. I see.
Bruce, stay on that starboard side door gun.
Okay.
We're gonna orbit the LC and then put down.
Here,
I'm
hop
over
out.
the LT right now. I'm not taking any fire, so if you want to come straight in.
Oh, okay.
Make you an AH-1Z. You want to hop out and take it?
I'm gonna try and engage those
It's right behind you.
threats at Haymaker. Probably a stupid idea, but
Benassi.
Okay,
Yeah.
I got
Behind
somebody
you.
running below me right now.
What?
Oh.
Behind you? Not
The
sure.
AH-1Z right there. I made a new one for you.
Okay.
You ready, Bruce?
Yeah.
Where the hell's he at?
Go to disembark. Go to 3 o'clock at the aircraft. He's just down the hill.
You good, Benassi?
Yeah.
Alright.
Good recovery, Wilson.
On what?
I see, well, Benassi's in an AH-1 now.
Yeah, I gave him. I let him hop in my airframe, and then I told him to hop out and gave him an AH-1 so he can continue.
Oh, okay.
And killed the guys that you decided to fucking try and manhunt us.
It's part of emergency procedures. No one
You gotta
said
be ready to defend your crash site.
you do have to.
Wilson,
It's called
you
escape and
shot
evade.
them, right?
Yeah, I shot them.
Okay.
Pretty sure I did.
Grant's in a position of vulnerability. I'm not gonna fuck him over. Bruce is recovering a guy. Hey, Charbonneau.
Yeah,
You're going awfully low. It'd be a shame if something happened to your tail rotor.
yeah. Would. Feel free.
You can hit mine, I'm good.
Okay.
Oh, 3-3 declaring emergency. Anti-torque is out. Currently to the west of the airfield.
Mayday,
Looking to
mayday,
land
mayday.
This is gonna end badly.
Bruce, how's car looking?
It's fucked up 10 kind of ways.
Oof.
This is 1-3. We had a crash landing. Grid 044077.
1-1's in the area. We can patch over to that LZ. Stand by. Car, whenever Bruce patches you up, I'm gonna place a UH. I'm gonna place a UH. I'm gonna have a UH-1 down near you, so you can just hop in it and just go.
Copy.
Zero 44077.
Thank God for Corbin. Somehow I'm still alive.
Is 1-3. White smoke out.
He was touching you in the one-off.
Can't. I don't know what's going on. Can't see.
Tally white smoke.
Did this happen off the crash or did you get shot?
Off in the crash. I just progressively got worse.
One on my deck.
On it.
All in.
All in, lifting.
Yeah, I didn't expect a full system failure.
Yeah, cutting the fuel to the aircraft will do the exact same thing as killing the main engine. And that is a good point. Landing without your instruments might be just as dangerous as landing without a tail rotor. Vanessa, get some speed.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get some altitude first, and I was about to tell you to cut off my main rotor.
Alright.
I need to refill my med supplies.
Ark, what have you lost so far?
Nothing.
No. I mean, like, what have you done thus far? Have you done a rotor failure? Engine failure?
2 auto rotations.
Okay.
Oh shit. 2 declaring emergency. Lost my tail rotor. Gonna attempt to land at the airfield.
Okay, Sheriff, disable my main rotor now.
Sure. Sure.
Mm.
I'm like, I might not be able to fulfill that order. We're out of burgers. We're out of cheese. Approaching an MCAS training, gonna land direct on Mike 2 from the west.
Approach the Kimcast Trinity, gonna land on runway 18 from north.
Fuck, where's Oh, shit. On the deck, clear to
All
support.
personnel, be advised, RHS has updated. Make sure you update before, and the chain of command, please advise your personnel as they log in. Thank you.
What the?
Oh boy.
Are you kidding me?
Good landing, Ark. Very good landing.
I thought that was kind of jabby, but thanks.
I'm still banishing.
Alright, just update.
Yep.
Somebody just come in here to...
No, that was a whisper by Hoagland. 1-1's gonna use Mike 1 to depart direct south.
Hey, sure, I'll still be there.
Oh, are you? Oh shit.
Flight up.
Yeah.
Alright, well hang on, let me teleport you.
Oh shit, I injected webs.
We'll send the drop down.
Sorry about that, Grant.
You're good.
One is
So-
down, and I am at grid 044, 073 waiting for pickup.
Yeah, all the RHSs look like they've updated, but they're waiting to download.
Yeah.
What's your position, Benassi?
044, 073.
Don't download
Inbound.
those mods just yet, by the way, guys. For
You
those
can't
of
help
you
it.
that still... You can start the game before the download starts.
You still know.
Yes, you can. Now, don't download anything just yet.
Well, I'll tell you what's gonna happen when
1-1's taking 3-6 direct depart or left-hand crosswind departs to the west.
Oh, gain consciousness.
Isn't someone right now whispers to us that we should update it at least for the operation tonight?
It will be updated for the operation tonight. That's to my understanding. I guess they
Should
were
I,
prepared for this.
Should I update it for GF2 training?
No, not yet. Not yet. We'll do that afterwards.
Okay, Wilson, do you know how
Copy.
many gigs it is or not?
No, I do not know.
should not be a lot.
I thought it was a,
It's not. It doesn't look like it. I'm looking for changelog. They didn't really add anything. But take that with a grain of salt.
I really think that we should not update. I really
Thank
think.
you.
Is it too
It's
late?
too late.
to
It's
update
already
my
gonna be done.
Alright. Who's in the air right now? Me, Charbonneau, and now Grant.
Oh, look at that. All better.
Hey, if you're at base, stay at base. We're gonna call end exercise in a little bit. Right after Grant goes and picks up Charbonneau.
Alright, what's grid?
He'll tell you in a second.
By the way, you are all stitched, packed up.
Inbound to you, Benassi. How's the LZ?
Okay. Yeah, it's clear for now.
Okay.
They haven't posted the damn patch notes to us.
Port side door gun.
Well then, they haven't posted the big patch note then, I guess.
Yeah, because this is.
Pop smoke, please.
That's what dropped 4.8.
Yep.
Open smoke.
Oh, Shar, you're pretty close to Benassi's LZ. I'll just come in and pick you up directly. Grant, what are you gonna do? We're gonna call end exercise soon. Do you want to you want to get one last one in, or you want to just RTB?
I'm not in that great a position or anything.
Okay. You want to
Yeah, I'm sitting at, where am I? I'm 0411-1074. Oh, I hear you coming.
Yeah, I just passed you.
What the?
Oh, you just took a hit. Alright, Benassi, I'm 3.2 from you. I'm going to walk to you right now.
Okay, no problem, yeah. I think Sheriff wants us to have a little game with him or something, I don't know.
I'm moving to you from the,
Okay.
where am I? From the northwest. Coming up over top of the hill. I got 3.1 kilometers to you. If I put a magazine in my weapon, huh?
That it would, boss
Alright,
man.
Grant's gonna complete the extract. Oh wait, that's Arc in the area. That's Arc in the area. Arc, go ahead and RTB.
Confirm.
Grant, you're in the pattern right now.
Yep.
Benassi and Charbonneau, you're out of the area. Just stand by.
2.9 from you.
Okay, I'm taking shots just to be careful.
Oh, I just got zapped in.
Okay.
Alright. Yep.
Alright.
All sections RTB and prepare for debrief.
Yep, those Tigrises are still there.
Arc's gonna beat us back to base. Because nothing gets you back to base faster than a respawn.
Nah, bro, we won't get shot down. These Tigrises suck.
You were saying, Mark,
Sure about that?
You were talking
Yeah, I'm
about...
sure about that, but I won't be so sure if you give him AA again. That was not a Tigris. I was flying to you too.
You were talking about my tail rotor going out at low altitude, but at that airspeed, it was no problem. What became a problem is when I chose to land, swing back around instead of landing right away. I chose to swing back around and I hit that antenna to the west while I was settling it down. Low altitude is not a problem for tail rotor. And if you have any speed, it's not a problem for loss of main rotor either, with the 53 anyway. 53 auto rotates really nice.
Yeah,
And if you're not careful, once you land, you'll get airborne again too.
definitely harder in these lighter birds.
And we're just waiting on Carr and Bruce in the back of his bird.
We're on the runway right now.
Awesome. Just in time for Conway to show up. Cool.
Captain, can you grab the pack out of my backpack and heal me up?
Yep.
He doesn't need to take it. Just because you have it on you, he can still use it.
Oh yeah. Just can't use it on yourself.
to go.
I can see again.
Oh, did they have the scar? Is that what happened?
No.
It looks like it, because on the 23rd they said it was done. Injection to follow.
Yeah, no.
However,
if you read the comments for the drop tonight, it's just a maintenance drop, nothing really added.
I don't know, it says 4.8, which was the big update.
RHS posted on their own comment saying that it was just a maintenance update.
That doesn't make sense, then why would they make it a like 4.8, not like 4.7 point?
Who knows?
Because the 4.8 change notes aren't even up yet.
Yep. Somebody asked for them on their Facebook and they were like, yeah, it's just maintenance.
I doubt that.
Okay, so we're all here.
Yeah.
All right, closing notes. What did we do? We did some emergency procedures. Did everyone get the opportunity to at least practice 2 emergency procedures?
Yes.
Yes.
Is there anyone here that did not practice 2 emergency procedures?
Me, but that's because I don't know.
Okay. All right.
I do it plenty enough. You know how I am.
Okay, cool. Did anybody notice anything when they were doing any emergency procedures that they want to bring up? This is general comments from the group.
Yeah, I got one.
Sure.
So, who was it that basically took contact after they went down?
That would be Ark.
I did.
He was the first one.
Yeah, that was Carl.
Okay.
Ark was the first one to take contact. I then made Card's crash site a hot one.
So that brings up kind of a good point. Like, I don't know what you guys' E&E procedures are, but like if you're in a hot zone and you go down, you want to get the fuck away from your aircraft because that's like a big sign saying, "Here I am, come capture me."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was trying.
The thing is I was like, when I was told to defend your position, I saw the enemy contacts right off me, and I couldn't move because I was in an empty area. So I used the UH-1 for cover. What I was originally planning to do was just use the 20 mic and tear them a new one, but they weren't in the range of the cannon, so I just killed them with the info.
I was too hurt to go anywhere. I could barely see, and I was just using my bird for cover.
Yeah, but as totally pilots, we have a unique position when we get shot down to know where the enemy positions are for the most part. So you can always move away from them.
Except for when Zeus puts them down after you crash.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. At that point, you're kind of like, all right, well, fuck it. I guess I got to deal with it.
Well,
Go ahead.
You kind of got to realize that may happen. Like, because if you crash, fucking 8 clicks away from where GCE's having their, action, they might drop a fire team or something down. If you're one of the rare people that doesn't just respawn when they crash, to give you something to do while you wait to be picked up or whatever. So, but yeah, you definitely. Other than the case like what happened tonight, it was just a general comment that, you don't want to stay with the bird. I don't think.
Yeah, definitely don't hang out by the crash. If you have time, get away from your crash site because that's probably it's just like parachuting into hostile terrain. The enemy's going to see your aircraft coming down. They're going to hear it, and they're going to start vectoring towards your position. If you have time, of course. If you don't have time, you're kind of foobar. On top of that, try to avoid contact if necessary as part of our standard procedure for escape and evade. Only engage whenever you're up against a wall. Kind of like what Ark was up against and what Carr was up against. Carr was in a really bad spot. He picked the perfect landing zone for it, but he was kind of open from the town. If you had been okay, would you have gone over the top of the ridge and sought shelter there?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, that's a good step to take. And SNA Arc brings up a good point about using the aircraft's onboard armaments. If you're in a UH-1 and you go down, and you have to defend your position, and you're in such a bad spot that you can't move, definitely use the miniguns on the side. They're a real game changer, but it does make you rather exposed.
You do want to make sure your bird's not going to blow up on you.
That too. Also, just be aware that you can in fact. That your bird can and will explode on you if you let it or if you hang out.
Yeah. Also, that the bad guys will decide to RPG your ass because you're in an aircraft.
Yeah, pretty much. But all in all, great work tonight. If anybody has any questions or comments or concerns about this training after the fact, please by all means come and find me. I hope you guys enjoyed this and I hope you found it useful. You guys are all cleared to disconnect.
You guys ran the same training we did yesterday.
It's useful training.
Yeah, I made a note of that.
Yeah.
Watching you guys flare on in the CH-53.